take me for a teething pup? Get that out of my face. Though whichever whelp owns that thing smells happy, safe.
Hello guys, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 quest walkthrough. The Moonrise Tower holds many secrets and treasures, although they are very easily missed. And you could also log a lot of contents out if you don't find them in time. In this video, I will show you all the quests and the secrets you should find in Moonrise Tower before you continue on with the main story. Now to cover everything, this video can be a bit long, so please use the timestamp below to jump to the places you are unsure of. Now, without further ado, let's get started. We'll of course start from the Moonrise Tower waypoint, which is located here on the map. Now I recommend to bring Astarion and Karlach in your party, because the NPC in Moonrise will give some unique dialogue if they are in the party. Now let's just head in. Before we enter the main hall, we are turning left here. Just go through this door and turn right to this door. First of all, we'll be getting a permanent buff from this NPC, Araj. Just talk to her.
Araj O'Blodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. Put plainly, I'd like your blood. A vial of true soul's blood, specifically. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest...
Now she wants our blood and she will give us a powerful potion. This is a good deal, just to take it.
Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend.
Now this is where Astarion comes into play, so make sure he is in your party. If not, you can always go back to camp and bring him along.
Under the absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you?
Use the first option, will increase the approval.
I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank.
Now Astarion doesn't seem to be willing, but we do want to convince him.
I suppose you have a point.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Here it goes.
Incredible. Incredible.
Well, he definitely doesn't like it, does he?
Not to your taste.
You're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use.
Now, this is the reason we do this. We get this potion of everlasting vigor. It will increase our strength by 2 permanently. So this is a very good item that you shouldn't miss in the game. Now from here, let's continue on, going back out of the door, and we are heading towards the kitchen. Talk to this NPC.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how
The
can I
Nor
help
seems to be
you?
controlled by this halfling, so there must be some secret she holds.
Soft and sweet as pudding, isn't he? He no longer remembers his life in the wild. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better.
She's just being manipulative. So our main goal is to save Barnabas.
Their will has always been hers to command. I am simply putting it back where it belongs. Behold. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do?
From here, the option doesn't matter that much. You can choose anything.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
Now here is the wisdom check that we need to pass. I could have swapped to a different character. But in this case, I'll just use my inspiration. Or inspirations? Don't worry, you can use all the inspirations you have, because we're gonna get plenty afterwards. Now, finally succeeded.
Like a rope drawn taut beneath the blade, the connection simply snaps.
No. Barnabas, darling. No!
There's a parasite in that corpse.
All trace of restraint is gone.
Here's a unique dialogue with Barnabas. If you are a Dark Urge,
More. To your surprise, instead of ravishing you, he grovels with a howl of pining awe.
Lord! Ah! Many die.
now she's dead, loot her body. You can see the reason why we want to kill her. We get a tadpole and some inspirations. See, I told you we're gonna get it back.
Like a child at her first.
Now from the kitchen, let's exit from this door. Let's go around the terrace. And we can see a cat sleeping there. So use any character that can speak to the animal, or use an animal speaking potion. Let's interact with her.
These are the stalking grounds of Steelclaw, furless one.
Furthest one, you don't have much hair either.
Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now. It is a name I earned through bloodshed and death. Unfortunately, the more ignorant here refuse to use it.
Fluffers, they call me. Idiots.
Fluffers. She's like my cat.
I intend to. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards.
I love the facial animation they did on the cat. Even cats have
Luck is not
characteristics in
needed.
this game.
Merely patience and a thirst for blood. Hunt fast and hunt well.
There we go, we are inspired again. And some XP. Okay, let's continue on and jump across. Now, if we stop here, we can see there's a cracked wall. What we can do is blow it open. Now you can use force damage spells or any other bombs. For me, I'm just gonna use a barrel. Let's put some distance between us.
Direct me. Their worst nightmare. Time to rest.
Oh, that might have been a little bit too much damage. I think it also blow the chest inside of it. Anyway, the chest is what we're after and the loot is on the ground. Let's pick them up. Let's continue on, going through this door. We're back into the tower. And let's talk to Mick.
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here.
Now, if you succeed inside, you might get a quest point marked on your map. But if not, it's okay, because we can just head over there directly.
This huge in walls above. Maybe whole tower. You find meat. You share.
Okay, now finish talking to her, we are going through this door. And we can see a staircase to the right. This leads down to the prison. And let's head down. Before we go into the prison, let's turn right here. And go through this giant double door.
Should they accept the absolute?
It takes us to a dock. And we will be talking to this person in the middle.
This feels like it's stretch hold. I'm afraid you missed the ship, Trousseau.
If you came here early, you can see a ship docked at this dock. You can jump onto the ship and load the containers. But if you miss the ship, don't worry, you will see it again in Act 3.
Sent some friends ahead to smooth the way.
Ask him what's in the cargo.
Nothing of note, just supplies for the battle ahead. I've already checked it twice over.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
And now we want to pass the check for him to allow us to check the inventory.
Right you are, I suppose. Check away.
From here, we can go ahead and loot the containers. Now, if you pay attention to top right of my screen, I have one tadpole to spare. Now, what we're gonna do is to pick up this strange looking metal container. And then you can see my tadpole become 3. So I got 2 additional tadpoles from that container. And this is the reason we came here. Be sure to pick it up. Okay, let's head back into the prison. From here, we are turning right, going to the main jails. Talk to the Tiefling.
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for disciple Balthazar's attention only.
Pass another persuasion check.
Your reasoning is hard to argue with. You're free to speak to the prisoners.
And now we can talk to them freely.
The gnomes. Speak to the gnomes.
Okay, that's it. Let's talk to the gnome on the other cell.
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined?
I don't understand why we have to pass a persuasion check to save the gnome while in the prison, but that's how the game is designed. I don't know if we fail, would the gnomes just refuse us to get out of prison?
Stay on your good side. I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wulbren. We've got a plan, for us and the tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do.
So he said any tools, all he need is just a blunt weapon.
Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdor, make sure a guard doesn't see you, or we're both done for.
Okay, now we are going to the main office, which is here. Make sure to do a save. There are multiple ways to break them out of the jail, and I will be showing you the standard way by picking off the guards one by one. Now behind the warden is the level 4 alarm. We want to wait until she steps away from that place. Now she is away, we are ready to attack.
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed for the cells.
Just go ahead and attack. The eye will come in during the battle. If he's in here, don't worry, just use thunder attack and destroy it. We do want to bring her down as soon as possible so that other guards doesn't come.
Cut and run. Don't linger. The subtle approach.
Now this is my happy place. No surrender.
Okay, now she's dead. If she's alone, it should be a fairly easy fight. Remember to loot her body for the keys. And now we can take the wizard upstairs.
On my way.
There's another eye, so use any thunder attack and destroy it. If you can aim, that is. There we go. Now if we come to the table here, we can see Wulbren's tools is on the table. Just pick it up and we're gonna give it to him. Remember to loot all the chests here. But for the demonstration purpose, I'm just gonna go straight ahead. Let's get out. Now there should be another eye patrolling, so we want to wait until the eye get a little bit further before destroying them.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Now finally there should be another patrolling guard. There he is. And let's just wait until he comes over. Don't run away. Please let me kill you. I'll try to be quick.
You're being arrested for assault.
She should be a much easier enemy than the one before, so it shouldn't cause you too much trouble.
So that's progress. These boots have seen everything.
Now there we go. All the guards are dead. We can talk to Wulbren.
Your feet fly fast, my friend. Any luck with those tools?
Here it is. This is your hammer. Again, you can also give him other blonde weapon, which he will be using to smash the wall behind him.
Blessed Gerdul, I thought I'd never see it again. Thank you. The plan is to wait for a quiet moment, then bust out the back wall. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us.
It's time now. Let's go. All the guards are dead.
We'll move once it's quiet. Until then, be ready.
Okay, if you read the plague on the cell, you will see he is in cell 2. Now, let's go back to the office. And the levers on the wall can open the cell doors. Let's open cell 2. And then we're gonna follow him out. He should be saving the tieflings.
That might be worth a look.
Now there they are. And then we can come over here. Break the chains on the boat. This is so convenient, having an escape boat docked just behind the prisons.
Boat's good to go. All that's left is to ship off. My plan for now is to hide out on the water. Unless you have a better idea.
We will be sending them to the last 19. Later on, you can go find Wulbren and claim your rewards.
Something survived in this hellscape. You should have led with that. See you there.
You can also decide to go with them, but because we have other business in Moonrise Tower still, we will be staying for now. Now the prison has been broken. Let's head back upstairs. Just going back once we came. And back up the stairs. Now from here we're going through this door, and you can see we are back into the main floor. Talk to this NPC, Tav, and this is where Karlach come into play.
Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Flo sounds like our ex-girlfriend.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me.
Don't worry, I'll handle your ex, Karlach.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. What did she want, anyway?
She came dressed as a novice. Gave me 3 soul coins. Said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? Those could come in handy.
Now from here, you can have 3 soul coins, but you have to listen to 1 story each. They are quite interesting, so I'll stop commentary now and let the cutscene play. And you can listen to the story.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. Do you want the coins or not? First coin's got the soul of a woman named Maveri. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Baldur. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate. Struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Maveri. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
Now let's listen to the second one.
Sure you will. This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
That's really disgusting. Now, the final one.
Karlach's the one set to consume his soul, I hear. Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ungir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and this slip of scratch.
Well, thanks, Flo. Hearing a bunch of desperate horror has ruined my day, which I suppose was the point.
You got 3 soul coins after the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I were you. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand.
Okay, now the story is finished. We are going back this way. To the left of the main hall. And we can see the ladder here. Just climb up. Go around the pillars. And jump across. And here we can see a crack on the wall. Interact with the wall.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing.
You don't need to pass the check here. Just put your hands inside of it.
Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
What is that?
It's a trap! Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind.
Now from here, if you pass the check, you will break free. But I want to show you some unique interaction for Dark Urge characters. So let's just do nothing for now. Now, if you don't want any spoilers for Dark Urge playthrough, you can skip through this cutscene.
The presence is no longer approaching you, but encircling you, observing you. A pause, as if it struggles to compress its vast being down into terms you can understand.
This is the voice they have given me, to better speak to your kind without breaking you. I was once a servant of the grand design. Now I'm a slave to theirs. But you were the jeweled hope for their design. But now, you are their flaw. You abandoned me. You left me the slave of the puny chosen, used to bind this world. But I cannot bind you. You must come to me, so I can become myself again.
A world away, the grip on you tightens. A desperate, drowning thing that pulls you down with it.
Hello? Hey! Snap out of it!
Okay, this is the point we want to break free. Use any check you have, and this is the difficulty class 0. Should be very easy.
The Absolute fairly ripped your hand off. That's no way to tempt us into a meeting.
Careful. It nearly had you.
Okay, we've done everything we need to do here. Let's just head back. Jump back from here and climb down the ladder.
Just focus on the glory to come, yeah? Absolutely.
Now we are going through the main hall. If you haven't seen Ketheric Thorm yet, you might get another cutscene here, but this is a really standard one, you shouldn't miss it. Let's continue going up the stairs. And turn left here. Talk to Zerael. Now this part of the cutscene is also very standard. You can skip through if you want. There's a few check here, but it doesn't really matter which option you choose, you almost always get the same quest.
Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins, tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. A pool of warmth spreads through your mind as she settles on the memory of you commanding the goblins to die.
Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient. And what a fine child it would be. But you didn't come here to tear the wings off insects. You came here to answer the Absolute's call. Let's see what you're made of.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
The Absolute fills your mind. But you have doubt and anger in your heart, not love. Control your emotions. When you come to her, you must allow her love to push out all other feeling, or she will consume you. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a Moonlantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
There we go. We got the keys to Balthazar's room. And let's just go to his room, check what he's up to. Let's go down this way, across the library. And it's the door at the end of the room. It's a quite disgusting place. What we want to pick up is the pile on the right. Inside of it is a heart. Let's just take it, and we're coming this way to the bookcase. Interact with the bookcase. There will be an altar showing up next to it. Interact with the altar and put the heart on top of it. Now a secret passage will open. Let's just head in. Here is his secret chamber.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles.
On the table here is a ritual circle.
But they were already
carved into the bench's rotted surface as strange, half-faded sigils.
Now if you have Gale with you, he will explain what these are, and he can craft a Moonlantern for you.
A ritual circle. And a complex one at that. I've seen such a construction before in the writings of the Weave Pasha Raven, though his vision was not so tainted. The sigils are written in a curious mix of tongues. Ancient Kalashite, Netherese, something else I can't quite make out. If I'm reading it correctly, it was used in the creation of Moonlanterns. It's been mostly drained, but even now contains a powerful dose of shadow weave. The discarded pixie corpses might still contain enough essence. With one of the broken lantern casements... Yes, I think I'll be able to craft one more lantern. And with a slight modification of the casting gesture, it might be able to wield the shadows instead of repelling them. Though, Mistress' eyes may be upon me, and should forbid me dabbling with such magic. She'd want it destroyed. Wasted, arguably.
Now, because I already have Pixie's blessing and I don't need Moonlantern, I decide to just ask Gale to destroy this thing.
Some room then, if you please.
It doesn't take much. The sigils fade, the circle's tainted magic dissolving harmlessly into the ether.
Not bad for a wizard who slept through his Kalashite lessons, eh?
Gale is quite funny. I do like this character. Okay, before we leave, don't forget to loot the room, and there's also a chest that we can open. Another benefit of bringing Astarion is it makes all the lock picking very easy. Okay, let's take the item and we're ready to head out.
Never a dull moment. Never wanted the easy path.
Hold the lever on the wall here. We're on the terrace again and we can see there's another metal door. Get Astarion to pick it. Remember to save, this is a very difficult lock. This is a difficulty class 30 lock, but with Astarion it should make it easier for you. Let's just try it a few more times, it will worth it. There is another alternative route to this room, which we can use as a last resort. There we go, it's finally unlocked. Okay, before you go in, swap to someone who can speak to the animal. There's another interesting interaction. Talk to the dog here.
Stand, soldier. These are the general's private quarters. Wait. Something in your scent is familiar.
Do you want to play catch?
Do you take me for a teething pup? Get that out of my face. Though whichever whelp owns that thing smells happy. Safe. I've not scented such a thing since I was flesh. Since my master brought me back. This place smells wrong.
Oh, that sounds very sad.
His family is gone. Replaced by bootlickers and beasts. You are neither. So tell me true. What is your purpose here?
We can tell them the truth. We are here to stop the Absolute.
I protect my master. What becomes of his master, I care not. Pass, then. But I will be watching. Not your scent. Selûnite magic on your skin. The general once smelled that way, when his daughter still lived. I died the same night she did, my master says, trying to protect her. I do not remember. But he brought me back. I will not fail him again.
Okay, now we can freely explore the room. Another chest to lockpick. And this time, Astarion will not fail me.
What's that?
You can read the letter, find some more secret about Ketheric Thorm. Now in this place, there are quite a lot of letters and books, which will reveal some background story about Ketheric Thorm, his wife and his daughter. So if you're interested in those, make sure to read them all. Okay, now from here, we are heading out towards this door. And this is Ketheric's daughter, Isobel's room. We can see a chest next to the bed straight away, but be careful, this is a mimic. We can just go ahead and destroy it. Now he's dead, loot the chest. Again, there are some books and letters in this room. You can read them to know a little bit more about Ketheric Thorm and his families. If you look at this way, this is actually connected to where we see Zerael earlier. There's just some enemy there. It's not worth going that way, but you can kill them for the loot if you want. Now we are heading out this way. And here is our final chest with some cash in it. And now we are finally here, the throne of Ketheric Thorm. Now there we have it. This is all the hidden secret and treasures of Moonrise Tower. I hope this has helped you. Again, make sure you do them all before you continue on the main story of Act 2. Let me know if there is anything you discovered and I missed in the commentary below. I hope you find this video useful. Please leave a like and consider subscribing for more content gaming. Thanks for watching and see you next time.